You think you're seeing red or blue? What if I told you none of it's actually there? Let's start with a weird question. One of those questions that feels wrong even as you're asking it. What if colors don't exist? Not like my favorite color is subjective kind of thing. I mean literally. What if there is no such thing as color out there in the world? Now, before your brain shuts down in protest, hear me out. This isn't a philosophy class, this is science. Brain science. Light science. And yeah, it gets weird. Fast. So let's break it. When you look at a ripe banana and call it yellow, what's really happening? Is the banana giving off yellow? Is yellow baked into its skin like some cosmic sticker? Nope. What's happening is photons. Light from the sun or your kitchen bulb hits the banana. The peel absorbs most of it, but reflects some, and the part it reflects back. That falls in the 570 to 590 nanometer range. That's what we perceive as yellow. So far, so normal, right? But here's the kicker. Color isn't in the light. Light is just electromagnetic radiation. It doesn't have color. It has wavelength. Your brain does the rest. Your eyes take in those reflected waves using 3 types of cone cells, each tuned to short, blue, medium, green, or long, red wavelengths. These cones fire signals to the brain, which then says, "This combo means yellow." That's it. That's the whole magic trick. Color is a construction, a brain-made illusion. It's your interpretation of raw energy. What you're seeing? It isn't what's really there. It gets weirder. Because animals experience color differently. Bees see ultraviolet light, so flowers look totally different to them. To bees, petals are landing pads, patterns, directions. To us, just petals. So what's real? Our flower or the bees? Or mantis shrimp? They have up to 16 photoreceptors. We have 3. So what does their world look like? We can't even imagine. Maybe colors we don't even have words for, or thoughts for, or feelings. Here's the point. Color isn't out there, it's in here. That green leaf? It's not green. It reflects certain light. Your brain interprets that combo as green. But your cat's brain might not. Even between humans, it varies. You and I might be seeing totally different things, but we both call it green, so we never know. Which brings up that old question. What if your red is my blue? We'd never figure it out, because we both learned to label that wavelength red, but what we actually see could be entirely different. Now, this isn't just mental gymnastics. There's evidence. Color blindness, for example, affects millions. But color blind is misleading. They still see colors, just differently. Red-green color blindness means you can't easily tell red from green. To them, what you call red might look brown, or not even stand out. Same world, different eyes, different signals, different experience. So again, maybe color doesn't really exist, at least not physically, not objectively. It's a brain event, not a property of the object. Remember that viral dress photo, blue and black, white and gold? That wasn't a trick. It was a glitch in our perception. Same photo, different brains. Why? Because the brain isn't a camera. It interprets, edits, guesses, fills in blanks. Color is one of those guesses. Most of the time, it works. Sometimes it breaks. This concept goes deep. Philosophers call it qualia. It's your individual inner experience. Like the taste of lemon, or the pain of a stubbed toe, or the redness of red. We can scan your brain, chart the activity, but we can't feel your red. And we may never be able to. It's like a locked box, private and subjective. Some scientists even argue that color is a survival tool, not a truth. Our brains evolved to notice differences, not facts. See red berries against green leaves. No, 'When meat's gone bad. That's it. That's color's job. The full picture? We don't get it. We get the shortcut. It's like a phone screen. You see neat icons, smooth buttons. But beneath? It's chaos, code, complexity. Colors like that. A clean user interface. Simple, useful, not real. Want it to get wilder? There's a thing called tetrachromacy, mostly in women, where you have 4 types of cone cells instead of 3. And that 4th cone? It might let them see colors the rest of us can't. Not just more shades. New colors. Think about that. A whole spectrum invisible to most of us. And they live with it like it's normal, like it's obvious. But we literally can't picture what they see. It's beyond our palate. So again, what is color? Is it in the object, or the eye, or the mind? Let's try this. Imagine a robot. You build it. Give it cameras and sensors. It can measure 450 nanometers. It knows we call that blue. But does it see blue? Number? It records data. It can label blue. But it doesn't experience it. It has no qualia, no inner world. That's the difference between data and perception. Because reality, as we know it, isn't made of light and atoms alone. It's made of experiences, of interpretation, of internal meaning. Colors aren't out there. They're what happens when energy meets a nervous system. They're events, brain events. Still don't buy it? Try putting on color-inverting glasses, or check out people's reports on psychedelics. Reality bends, colors melt, but the world hasn't changed. You have. Your brain's filters shifted, and so, your world did too. And this doesn't just apply to colors. It applies to everything we sense. Sound, smell, taste, all of it. Translated and reinterpreted by brain software. Every sense we trust is a version, not a mirror. Change the wiring, change the world. Which brings us full circle. What if colors don't exist? Well, maybe they don't. Not in the way we usually think. They exist not as objects, but as experiences. Not as matter, but as mind. Color is the story your brain tells when it meets light. That story? It's beautiful, emotional, sometimes powerful. It shapes art, memory, mood, even love. But real? Only in your head. So do colors exist? Or are we all just hallucinating in sync? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this video with someone who thinks science is boring. And remember, your brain is weirder than you think.